Hey y'all, this is Amy Crowsong. I'm hoping this sounds okay because I did not bother to test it and I moved my laptop and stuff to a different location anyway. I decided to go to Wattpad, try to record something, I guess. I don't know. So anyway, on Wattpad, you can find me at Singing Crow Writing, which is not fully there, but whatever. Here we're going to look at some Warrior Cats fan fiction. This is Goldenflower's Vow, which is a fan short story by Vixen Fire. We have Vixen Fire, capital V, and an underscore at the end. It says there's just one part, and it's about 14-minute read. So, I'm thinking we're going to look at it, and hopefully it's good. I expect it to be. Goldenflower is so underrated. Well, most characters are just by the nature of how weird to set up. Here's our blurb. The bloody, gruesome battle with Broken Tail's rogues has been won, but ThunderClan has no clue that the peace and safety they fought for will be shattered in moments by one of their own. Goldenflower, recovering from the battle and tending to her kits, has her eyes open to the truths hidden in the shadows of the ThunderClan forest, and must summon the strength and courage to stand tall in this fan-written short story taking place in the world of warriors by Aaron Hunter. And then there's a little note, cover created by Vixen Fire, using images from Google Images. All right. So let's go. Goldenflower's Vow. Oh, there's no comments or anything. Okay, anyway. Sorry, I just noticed over here. Okay. Goldenflower licked the long gash that traveled down the length of her front leg. Graystripe had done well protecting the nursery, but even a lion couldn't have taken out that many cats by himself. Wait, is that a reference to Lionheart because that's Goldenflower's brother and also is Graystripe's mentor? I think that was Graystripe's mentor. Also, I don't know if I should be making notes like front leg, like a better. I don't know if better, but usually like in warriors type stuff or anything that's more like a feral animal type thing, foreleg tends to be a bit more, I guess you could say, fitting, technically speaking. Front leg technically works. Foreleg is just usually a little bit preferable, I would say. And that's not like FOR or anything. It's FORELEG, all one word together, foreleg. Goldenflower had pushed her kits deep into their nest and joined Graystripe during the battle, which earned her the lengthy claw mark. I like that. Earned her the lengthy claw mark. Nice. It wasn't deep enough to scar, and she could almost guarantee that her ginger fur would quickly grow back and cover the wound. But Goldenflower felt proud, knowing that she had been stricken by those intruders protecting the kid. I think this probably should have been struck. I mean, just looking at the formatting and everything, I'm gonna assume this isn't like uh years, like over a decade of writing level. It's fan fiction. I mean, I don't expect it to be like top tier formatting. So I'm gonna try not to harp on that. Like I want to offer constructive criticism, but I feel like so far it's coming out as harsh. So I apologize for that, Vixen Fire. By those intruders protecting the kids of ThunderClan, especially her own, even if the proof was hers alone. Okay, I'm not going to critique like that anymore. As she continued to drag her tongue across her fur, that's a very nice way to say it, pulling the taste of blood into her mouth. Oh, I appreciate that too. She glanced back at Bramblekit and Tawnykit. Her two children were battering at loose tendrils of moss that stuck out from their nest. Goldenflower could see that they were still trembling from the sickening shrieks that came from outside the nursery just heartbeats ago, but that they were also unaware of the true horrors of battle and didn't really understand what any of it meant. Good, she thought, nodding subtly to herself. The longer they can stay away from all this, the happier all of us will be. Goldenflower felt a pang of guilt. Nothing would make her prouder than seeing her kits grow up to become brave, powerful, and loyal warriors, like herself and their father. But something inside of her wished that Bramblekit and Tawnykit could stay kits forever. That is beautiful. We never really get that sort of thing, even from like Ferncloud in Warriors. I mean, maybe we did like once or twice, just randomly from like probably like I don't know, what was her name? Morning. Oh my gosh. That Wind Clan queen in the first books. I don't know why I'm blanking on. Was it Morningflower? Or Tall Poppy and Shadow Clan? I don't know. Anyway, um, could stay kits forever, never experiencing the cruel aspects of the world and always having time to chase butterflies and listen to the elders' tales. Oh. But they're still young, Goldenflower reassured herself. They will have plenty of time to play and relax before they outgrow the mindset of a kit and hunger for responsibility. I find it interesting she uses hunger for responsibility. That's good. Yeah, yeah. When they're ready, they will make ThunderClan proud. I think that wound's been cleaned enough, Brindleface teased. Oh, Brindleface! Goldenflower shook away her thoughts and turned away from where she had been staring off into space. Sorry, she replied sheepishly and gently set her paw down. It's just that Goldenflower didn't know how to express her thoughts without sounding selfish. Oh. I do like that Goldenflower and Brindleface are interacting here. Like I love seeing the cats that we never really knew almost anything about in the first arc getting to be fleshed out a bit. Like yeah, it's basically more or less all fanon, but it's beautiful. Brindleface patted towards the Ginger Queen and flicked her tail over Goldenflower's back, chuckling. I understand. Every queen frets over her kits, and yet every kit turns out just fine. Well, I don't know about every, but Goldenflower nodded and purred along, but didn't release herself from worry. Every kit didn't possess the same ambition as Tigerclaw. She loved and supported her mate, but Goldenflower had to admit that she feared for him. Oh, and the one day that his courage and strength wouldn't be enough to save him. Or even worse, for the one day that the same courage, for the one day that the same courage and strength wouldn't be enough to save Bramblekit or Tawny Kit. Oh, I love the phrasing and the setup of that situation. Okay, oh, cool. Besides, Brindleface continued with a purr, bringing Goldenflower back down to the ground for the second time. I think you should be more concerned about that special cat in your life that is out there instead of the ones in here. Alarm coursed through Goldenflower. Where is Tigerclaw? He should have been here to check on us by now. Trying not to let her fear show, Goldenflower wrapped her tail around her kits and crept out of the nursery. The cats of ThunderClan were spread out throughout the camp, licking each other's wounds and collecting themselves after the harsh attack. Goldenflower weaved her way through the cats, Bramblekit and Tawny-Kit following at her heels. Her attention was suddenly drawn to the high rock by something unusual. Multiple cats were coming out of Bluestar's den. Sandstorm exited first, her facial expression a mixture of confusion and anger. Goldenflower's heart seemed to freeze when the cat following Sandstorm appeared at the mouth of the den. A blood-soaked Tigerclaw oh, this is the scene! Sorry, I didn't realize that's where we were starting. A blood-soaked Tigerclaw staggered out of the shadows, practically flanked by bracken fur. It made his way to the front of the rock with an unsteady and pained gait. There, he collapsed. Goldenflower bunched her legs in preparation to race to her mate's side. Before she could move, however, something in her mind told her to wait, to not rush to the cat she loved's side and lick him until his wounds were completely healed. Maybe it was the fire of anger and terror in Fireheart and Greystripe's eyes as they joined the other two warriors by Tigerclaw. Or maybe it was the shattered look Bluestar expressed as she came to stand in front of her deputy. Either way, Goldenflower stood like stone, ooh, nice alliteration, and watched everything unfold in front of her. Come here, all of you, Bluestar called. The rest of ThunderClan got up from their spots around the camp and came to join Bluestar by the high rock. I don't remember how Bluestar addressed the clan in this actual moment. That said, knowing that Bluestar is unhinged, I'm pretty sure this is the point where she's now unhinged. I do like that it's not the formal, like, male cats old enough to catch their own prey or whatever. So that's very nice, in my opinion. Fireheart padded over to Cinderpaw and murmured something that Goldenflower couldn't hear. Cinderpaw nodded and limped off towards the medicine cat's den, returning a moment later to give herbs to Tigerclaw as the rest of the ThunderClan cats gathered. That's interesting. Again, I don't remember if that actually happened in canon or not, but I guess that's another point Goody Two Shoes Fireheart Star can have. Like, yeah, he's my enemy, but we still take care of him. That's how Fire would have seen Tiger, I assume. Anyway, thanks StarClan, Goldenflower thought, her terror starting to ebb away. Ah, ebb. That's a good word. Cinderpaw is going to help him. Everything is going to be okay, despite this reassurance. Goldenflower stayed in place. Bluestar lifted her chin and took a breath. I present you with Tigerclaw, now a prisoner. Goldenflower's blood ran cold. What? A chorus of murmurs from the surrounding cats reflected her confusion. A prisoner? Darkstripe asked. Tigerclaw's your deputy. Yes, Tigerclaw is Bluestar's most loyal warrior. He stands by her side every single day and would protect ThunderClan with his life. This can't be right. Bluestar continued. Just now, in my den, Tigerclaw attacked me. He would have killed me if Fireheart hadn't arrived in time. Yowls broke out among the clan. Goldenflower was planted in the middle of the crowd in shock at such an accusation. Her focus was occupied by thousands of explanations of these lies racing through her head. Oh, she's trying to justify, find some excuse as to why it would be a mistake or whatever. Oh my gosh, Goldenflower, I feel for you, honey. She only turned, her focus was occupied, she only turned her attention back towards reality when Fireheart sprang angrily to the forefront of the crowd. Tigerclaw is a traitor to the clan. He brought the rogue cats here today, Fireheart spat. His proclamation was quickly challenged by Darkstripe, and Fireheart looked to Bluestar for guidance. The she-cat nodded. Fireheart, tell the clan what you know. Everything. Fireheart stepped forward. Cats of ThunderClan, he started, voice high and small, like a high-pitched with like a small. I'm not sure how to make sense of high and small. Like it kind of makes sense in my head, but it's not a very clear picture for me personally. He paused and then started again, this time with his head high and body confident. Okay, so maybe that was like a false start, I guess. Cats of ThunderClan, do you remember when Redtail died? Tigerclaw told you that Oakheart killed him, but he was lying. It was Tigerclaw who killed Redtail. Whatever Longtail said next, Goldenflower. Oh, that's a nice way to. Okay, cool. That's cool. Like she's so shocked she doesn't even know what's happening. But it still addresses that Longtail did say something. No, that's not true. Tigerclaw wouldn't have. He couldn't have. Fireheart has to be wrong. Ravenpaw isn't dead. I took him away after Tigerclaw tried to kill him from knowing too much, Fireheart continued, sounding grim. Chaos erupted in the clearing again. Cats were shouting and wailing in confusion and anger. Fireheart stared out into the crowd in silence. Goldenflower looked behind her to Bramblekit and Tawnykit. Both of her children were circling frantically to look at the other cats, and their ears flattened to block out the noise. Their mother swiftly pulled them underneath herself to shield them, and then turned her attention to Tigerclaw. Her broad, tabby mate had pushed himself up off the ground, his eyes scanning the cats coldly. Say something. Defend yourself. Goldenflower willed Tigerclaw to do anything but sit idly by as Fireheart and Bluestar tore him to the tail. But Tigerclaw only looked on in silence. None of it's true, so say something. Through the cloud of shock and anguish that filled her mind, however, Goldenflower couldn't find it in her heart to label Fireheart or Bluestar as a liar. Ooh. Ooh, that's one of those times where she already knows, but she doesn't want it to be the case, even though deep down she knows. Oh man, those moments are tough, trust me. Fireheart was a loyal and genuine warrior who would help any cat in need, and Bluestar had been ThunderClan's courageous and determined leader for endless moons. Nothing added up here, and oh, good, there's more. I was nervous. Quiet! Let Fireheart speak. Whitestorm yowled at the rioting ThunderClan cats. Ooh, they're rioting. And Goldenflower looked to Fireheart once more. Okay, I feel like I'm saying Fireheart's name a lot, but it's okay. There's lots of cats in the clan, so, yeah. Fireheart nodded his head and went on. Ravenpaw told me that Oakheart died when rocks fell on him. Redtail fled from the rock fall and ran straight into Tigerclaw. Tigerclaw pounced on him and killed him. It's true, Graystripe interjected. I was there when Ravenpaw told Fireheart all of this. And I have spoken to cats from RiverClan, Fireheart added. They tell the same story, that Oakheart died in a rock fall. Silence gripped the camp. Goldenflower looked from Tigerclaw to Fireheart continuously. For the first time, Goldenflower didn't know what to feel or who to put her trust in. Everything in her told her to race to Tigerclaw's side and defend him with all her might. And yet her gut continued to keep her still and silent. Ooh, man, this is getting me. As much as she didn't want to believe what Fireheart thought to be true, I do like it. What Fireheart thought to be true. That was something like earlier. It mentioned these accusations of Tigerclaw. Like she wasn't willing to actually admit it yet. And even here, what Fireheart thought to be true, she's still not exactly admitting it. Goldenflower, that is. Goldenflower couldn't ignore the fact that so many cats she trusted, and some with no reason to lie, all claimed to witness this horror story. All of this new information swirled around her head, and she couldn't make connections with any of it. All she could do was listen and hope that she didn't do anything rash. Ooh, good for you, Goldenflower. Trying to stay level-headed and cool and collected and calm. There has to be some explanation for all of this. Oh, Tigerclaw, why aren't you standing up for yourself? Tigerclaw expected to be made deputy by then, but Bluestar chose Lionheart instead. Then Lionheart died fighting ShadowClan, and at last Tigerclaw achieved his ambition, Fireheart explained. But being deputy wasn't enough for him. I think that he even laid a trap for Bluestar beside the Thunderpath, but Cinderpaw was caught in it instead. When Fireheart finished, he glanced at Cinderpaw, whose eyes were wide as she gasped. Waves of sorrow seemed to come off of him as he looked at his former apprentice. A jolt of weariness went through Goldenflower. She had to admit that Tigerclaw held a lot of ambition and determination in his heart. But was there enough of it to consume him completely? That's another case of I like this alliteration. To puppeteer, ooh, that's an interesting word, him into killing his friends and crippling a young and innocent apprentice? She felt a spike of uneasiness when she realized she wasn't absolutely sure. Please, StarClan, let all of this be some misunderstanding. Say it's not so. Bluestar, Mousefur, and Fireheart exchanged words that Goldenflower let drift through her ears without comprehension, except for Fireheart's last remark. After all, who would expect Tigerclaw, the loyal deputy, to lay a claw on his leader? White Storm uttered the words the Ginger Queen was dreading. What will happen to Tigerclaw now? Kill him, blind him, drive him out of the forest. Tigerclaw, have you anything to say in your defense? Bluestar announced to her deputy. I feel like announced isn't exactly the best word there, but it's not the worst either, so it's okay, I guess. A shiver traveled up Goldenflower's spine. No, stop, this can't be true. Tigerclaw is the most handsome, brave, loyal, and trusting cat I know. See, what I like about this line is not just going from my own personal headcanons that I've always maintained, where like she and Tigerclaw probably had like this really cutesy crush, whatever, flirty relationship since he was an apprentice and she was like maybe a new warrior or whatever. But I like to think that there was a genuine bond before he was too corrupted. And I think this kind of would attest to that. So I hope either, I don't know if there will be in the rest of this or if there will ever be more of this. I'd love to see more of that idea, that concept. He's my mate, the father of my kits. And with this mention, I'm very curious if Swiftpaw and his littermate Link's kit will be addressed. If it would be explained who their father is, or maybe this is one of those AUs where their father's also Tigerclaw. I don't know. It's just a curious, fun thing to think about. We vowed to watch our children become apprentices and warriors, maybe even deputies and leaders. We promised to live and die for each other. Oh, to fight every battle, to hunt every piece of prey, and to one day join the elders. Together. Oh my gosh, my heart. Again, going back to like the past before Tiger Claw would have been completely corrupted, I like to think this we promised would have been like a legit thing. And then corruption just took over and he lost control of himself. Obviously, I can understand why plenty of fans would uh, not only just like that sort of idea, but also why they'd like just be like vehemently against it. Um, I definitely can understand that. Despite all of the evidence, Goldenflower grasped onto a shred of hope. Ooh, I like that it shredded too, like the claws of the recent battle just shredded her hope. And she only has one single shred left. That everything that was said was one big misunderstanding or a cruel joke that would never be forgiven. And then, oh no, that hope was shattered. Ah! Oh, and then that hope shattered. Defend myself to you? You gutless excuse for a warrior? Oh, Tiger Claw, gutless. What a word for you to use of all cats. What sort of leader are you? Keeping the peace with other clans? Helping them? You barely punished Fireheart and Greystripe for feeding RiverClan, and you sent them to fetch WingClan home. I would. But, no, Goldenflower couldn't listen anymore. How could she have been so blind to Tiger Claw's true motives all these seasons, only finding doubt when it was too late? Okay, so right now I feel like I'm relating to Goldenflower from uh, like the experience of having an abusive ex, and oh, my heart is breaking right now for her. I will say this isn't a dynamic I've really let myself consider with Goldenflower and Tiger Claw too much. Uh, I don't know. This is breaking my heart more than I thought it would. um, she could see the fur of her clanmate standing on end, and a wildfire of fury flickered. Ooh, that's another really great line in each of their eyes. Um, Blue Star stood tall, her chin raised. If you have nothing else to say, then I sentence you to exile. You will leave ThunderClan territory now, and if any cat sees you here after sunrise tomorrow, they have my permission to kill you. Tigerclaw spat words of wrath to the clan, but all Goldenflower could hear was her heart, beating faster than a rabbit's. She watched as he stood to go, but before taking a step towards the camp entrance, he turned to the cats of ThunderClan. Oh, I'll be a leader yet, and any cat who comes with me will be well looked after. Darkstripe. As soon as Goldenflower realized what Tigerclaw was doing, she quickly wrapped her tail around Bramblekit and scooped up Tawny in her jaws, then took off towards the nursery. She snaked past her clanmates, keeping low and hopefully out of Tigerclaw's vision. Oh boy, or Tigerclaw's field of vision. When she made it to the nursery entrance, both Darkstripe and Longtail had refused Tigerclaw's offer. Goldenflower pushed her kits in the nursery. Go to the very back and stay silent and out of sight, Goldenflower whispered to her kits. Now. Oh, I will say, I don't remember him calling out to Goldenflower in this moment in the book, so I like this little note, this detail that was added in here, that she scurried and got them into the nursery. Bramblekit and Tawny dove to the back of the nursery, a look of uncertainty and panic on their faces. I will say, I kind of wish, maybe Bramble or Tawny or one of them would have said something or tried to say something to ask about what's happening, the confusion. But I totally get why that was kind of just uh, moved past really quickly. Goldenflower turned back towards the camp. Oh my, hold on. I forgot to silence me phone. Goldenflower turned back towards the camp, staying by the nursery entrance and keeping low. She dare not go inside. If Tigerclaw wanted to take the kits into exile with him, he'd have to go through her first. Yeah, Mama Bear! She could see Tigerclaw now, offering Dustpelt the chance to join him in exile. He was facing towards her. StarClan, please don't let him see me. Don't let him ask me. Goldenflower prayed silently. There was no way that she would ever accept Tiger Claw's proposal, but any connection he established between them now would haunt her forever. Just forget about me and go. Goldenflower watched as Dustpelt turned away from Tiger Claw in disgust. She expected her former mate to scan the crowd in search of herself and the kits, but Tiger Claw only spun back towards the clan and spat foul words at them. Thanks, StarClan. Ah, sorry, it's just, ooh, I guess something of a fangirl just appeared. Anyway, Goldenflower refused to listen to him any longer. She stayed alert and rigid, but her heart ached, her mind raced, and her pelt was hot with shame, fear, and vexation. Another very fine word that I don't see often enough. Kudos to you, Vixenfire. Her eyes still locked on to Tiger Claw as he finally padded out of camp. Goldenflower slowly backed into the nursery and settled down, pulling her kits close. Tiger Claw's ambition had cost them dearly, just as she had always... Oh, that's a great thing to put in. Just as she had always feared. But somehow, retaining their lives seemed so much worse. Oh, if Tiger Claw's ambition would have eventually driven them to their deaths, at least they would have died as honorable warriors. Who would believe that now? They were Tiger Claw's kin. From the moment he had decided to murder Redtail, Tiger Claw had scored a mark into Bramblekit and Tawnykit spirits that would last longer than a lifetime. White-hot rage coursed through Goldenflower's belly, tickling her spine and traveling to her paws, ears, and tail. It made her tremble, and a low growl escaped her throat. Her children would never be able to experience the carefree life of being a kit. Oh my gosh, yes. The pain. Butterflies would only seem to die by their paws. That's a great line, especially knowing about Hawkfrost and Mothwing later on. Just gonna throw that out there. And no elder would ever want to tell them the tales of ThunderClan's past. Oh man. Every time any of her clanmates laid eyes on the kits of Tiger Claw, he would be all they saw. Oh man. Oh, we're almost done. No. I won't let that happen. Goldenflower vowed. That's what it's called. Goldenflower's vow. I won't let my kids stand and take punishment for a sin they never committed, until they bleed out from the wounds of doubt and shame brought upon them by their own clanmates. Until my last breath, I will do what it takes to keep Bramblekit and Tawnykit from ever feeling that burden. And I know she tried. Oh man, in canon, she tried. And I commend her for that. Do you hear that, Tiger Claw? Goldenflower whispered to herself. They will never be like you. Oh, I love that to end it. That is beautiful. I really enjoyed this piece, actually. And Vixenfire, kudos to you. How do I like this? Yeah, I voted, I think. Is that how I do this? I don't use this often enough to actually know. All right. So that was amazing. I really loved it. By the way, I do like this cover. It's nice. And this does say complete. Okay, July 1st, 2020. All right. Wow. I loved that, actually. Hold on, I'm just curious. Is there more? No. Did you just come here for this one thing? I mean, I can't blame them for that, but like, wow. I'm gonna follow just in case there's ever more, because I really enjoyed this, and especially since it's been over a year. If they put out more content, I would be very excited to see that. So they are, let's see, wattpad.com/user/vixenfire_. And that's with a capital V in the Vixen part. So I highly recommend Goldenflower's Vow. It was, I loved it so much. I want more of this kind of content from the Warriors fandom, personally. And I guess we'll just call it there. So if anyone enjoyed this, no. Let's see. Let me know if you guys would like anything else. I'd probably just do mostly warrior stuff first. I'd probably do Tiger Claw Second Chance. I'm thinking after, well, that's 35 pieces. I don't know. Maybe winter turns to spring. Firestar X Longtail. Ooh. Or oof. Longtail Reader. I don't know. Something. I think this one is from someone I found or I discovered through the Warriors fandom. Hold on. What's in my other list? Do I have any other? Yeah, I do have other things here too. This one is like whole 56. Wow. I cannot wait to get into Warrior Cats, Blood Clan, Hunger Games. I think that'll be fantastic. Um, Fire. Oh, okay, that's not Warriors. So yeah. Hope this was fun, everyone. I enjoyed it at least. And hey, it's content. So yeah. All right. Well, talk to you later. Bye bye.